Welcome to Coding with Josh. In this series, we will make a simple React app using the UI Faces API, Axios, React Router, and the React Context API. All of this will be built using mobile-first CSS. Let's get started. The tools I will be using are Visual Studio Code with a variety of plugins that are totally optional, Node.js so we can run our site locally, Yarn, which is a package management tool, Create React App, which is using React 16.12, React Router, and the React Context API, which was included with React in version 16.3. In part 1, we will be getting the tools and the project set up. To get started, if you need to download Visual Studio Code, you can go to code.visualstudio.com, and there you can grab the latest stable build. Next, we'll be grabbing Node.js. Go ahead and get the current version, which is 13.5. Next, we'll be downloading Yarn. Yarn is a simple package manager similar to NPM. Next, we'll grab Create React App, and I'll show you how to set that up when we get started. If you need help using Create React App, their homepage on GitHub has a lot of helpful hints. Back in Visual Studio, I have my extensions tab open so you can see the tools that I'm using to help me code. To begin, let's install Create React App. First, you'll need to open up a terminal. You can either hit Control-, which will open the terminal up, or you can go up to View and Terminal right here. I've already navigated to the directory where I will be storing this project. First, let's install Create React App. I'm going to set this as a global install, which is what the -G stands for. Now I already have it installed, so I won't install it again, but if you need to get started, this is all you'll need to do. To create the project, we'll simply type npx create react app, and then we'll give it a name, UI Faces React Context API. This will go through and download all the necessary files that'll allow us to run a React app locally on our system. Now I'll go over to the Explorer, and then I'll open up the project. In the source folder are all the basic React files that we will need to get started with creating our React app. If you want to see it in action, simply hit Control-, to open up the terminal, and then we'll type yarn start. It points to localhost 3000, and this is our current little React app. This concludes part 1. In part 2, we will be talking about Axios and routing. We will also get our folder structure set up. With those things installed, we can get the basics ready for future development. See you in part 2.